Hey guys, so before I begin with anything that I want to talk about today, I just want to say thank you to everybody and anybody that reached out last night, this morning, and that actually took the time to watch or read whatever I posted. I think this is going to be the only time that I thank anybody, and I just really appreciate it, and I really needed those words of encouragement from a lot of y'all, and I just really appreciate it, and I love you guys, and yeah, thank you so much. But anyways, so for today's thing, I kind of wanted to talk about something that I did a little drastically last weekend. I don't regret it, I love it, but it was very unlike me. If you know me, it's something that I would never get, but I kind of committed to myself last weekend, especially just in this time. It was something that I really wanted, and it was this little guy right here. I don't know if y'all can see it very good. I promise you guys it's not crooked. I think it's just because of the way that I'm holding up my arm. It looks like that, but let me see if I can get it better. But yeah, I got a tattoo last Saturday and I absolutely love it. The whole experience of going, talking to the artist, figuring out what I want, where I want it, why I want it, and just the questions they ask, just reassured that this is what I wanted at the time. And not so much that I wanted a tattoo, but the meaning behind the tattoo. And it's the word fearless. If you know me, you've known me for years, that is a word that has, kind of followed me, especially in the last 7-8 years, and it has so much meaning to me. And it's cliche, and that's cheesy, and as much as I hate to admit it, it all started with Taylor Swift's album Fearless. Not that that album, really relates to my life. Some songs are great, some of the lyrics are great, but it was really her definition of the word fearless and the way that she described what it meant to her that just really correlated and paralleled my life at the time. And I say that like I went through a huge change, but that transition from high school to college and trying to find yourself, well, that's what that year was for me, and that word has carried on from then to now, and it still has the same meaning as it did before, or even more so much now because of, I guess, the way my life is reshaping at the moment. And I just love what she said about the word, and I can't quote to save my life, but it's something in reference to, fearless is not, not being afraid, is knowing that there's fear, knowing that it's not going to always be okay, and knowing that some of the chances that you take are not going to work out, and you being okay with that. That's what fearless is knowing that everything's not going to go your way, but you're still going to take the risk, because just in that chance that it does work out, or you find something better, or you made the right decision, the right path, career, life, love, anything, it's worth it. And I think that's what fearless means to me. And it's just a reminder each day that regardless of what path is put before me, especially in the coming weeks and months and just this next year, that I'm expecting a lot to change very quickly, I need to just grab a hold of it, take a path fearlessly and just go with it. Because if it doesn't work out, I can say that I gave it a try, maybe it was worth it, maybe it wasn't, but there's always another path that I can take. And me being okay with not being afraid of what's next in my life is what this means, and it has a lot of meaning to me. It's a reminder each day that it's down, or as out as I feel that day, I gotta continue life, and I gotta continue it fearlessly. And as cliche as that sounds, and it just sounds something like my mother would tell me, but it's true. And I continue to live by that. And I'm so glad that I got this on my body permanently, because it's a permanent statement that I could look at every single day and remind myself why I do what I do, or why I make the decisions that I make, or why I interact with the people that I interact, because it's my life, and I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna live it to the fullest, and even more so now, because like I said, this past month has brought so much instability that I'm not used to, and just changes itself, it's very scary. And that's what I have been feeling a lot in the past month, is just fear of changing, fear of the changes that are coming, fear of saying yes to things that I would normally say no to, and also saying no to things that I was so used to saying yes to. And it sounds very confusing, and again, might not mean anything to y'all, but it has so much meaning to me, and it will continue to have a lot of meaning to me because in this next month I feel like a lot of things are going to change for me. You know, I've got a lot of decisions to make, you know, not just, you know, personally, but career-wise or even, you know, moving-wise. And, you know, I got to remind myself, you know, if this is the last chance that I get to do what I'm given the opportunity to do, why not do it, you know? And if I fell at it, so what? You know, it's okay. You know, it's okay to be okay with that, and, you know, give yourself another chance, another opportunity, you know? And I think I'm gonna live by this word very daily, very, you know, attached to me, if that makes sense. Yeah, just live life fearlessly and see what happens, because the last thing you want is to, you know, not do what you wanted to do and regret it years from now. And I'm starting to realize that, especially, I know I'm not old, but the older I get and the chances that I've left behind or the opportunities that I've cheated myself out of, I'm starting to realize, you know, if it was out of fear, why do I continue to do that? So, you know, anything that's put before me, obviously I'm going to make the decision, but it's going to be based on, you know, what do I have to lose? You know, give myself the chance, because you never know what's on the other side. It might seem scary right now, and it might seem impossible. It might seem, you know, like it's not the best choice because it's out of comfort, and it brings a lot of instability, and it brings a lot of, you know, confusion or, you know, questions. But it's okay to have confusion. It's okay to have questions. It's okay to be, you know, unstable for a time, you know, in that path where you're trying to find yourself and really getting to know yourself and getting to love yourself. You gotta do it fearlessly, and that's what I gotta keep telling myself each day, because it's gonna work out for me, and I know it is. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited, you know, what's gonna happen, and I can't wait for, if it happens in the next 30 days, that I'll try to bring you along. But, you know, if it doesn't, you'll find out what I'm talking about soon. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today, guys, and again, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.